Being a food blogger and a YouTuber, you could say that I cook a lot of food. In fact, this year alone, I have shared over 100 different recipe videos on my YouTube channel and blog alone. It's a lot, you guys. But of those 100 plus recipes, there are definitely a handful of them that I just keep coming back to. I make them on repeat, you could say. And I just gotta share them with you guys. You guys need to know about my absolute favorite plant-based recipes. They're healthy, they're high protein, they're made with mostly whole foods, they're delicious, they're easy to make, and that's why I keep coming back to them. So without further ado, let's start off our countdown with recipe number 5, and then we're gonna work our way to number 1. All right, folks, I got 3 words for you. Bacon, cheeseburger, casserole. I have made a lot of dump and bake casseroles on my channel this year, but this one is definitely like top shelf. It's the creme de la creme. It's the cheese de la cheese, if you will. Totally plant-based, but it tastes like literally if a cheeseburger had a casserole baby, and it's delicious. It's got everything you want. It's filling, it's satisfying, it's high in protein, like 30 grams to be exact. It's got quinoa, veggies, a creamy cashew cheese sauce, and high protein TVP bacon in it. Oh my gosh, it is honestly so good, comes together really quickly, and you need to learn how to make it. So here we go. The first step is to make our bacon, which we're gonna be making with TVP. We're gonna pour 2 cups of boiling hot water into our dry TVP and let it rehydrate for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to add in our bacon sauce. This consists of a 1/4 cup of tomato paste, add that right into the bowl, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce or tamari, low sodium is preferable, a tablespoon of maple syrup, a tablespoon of liquid smoke, and a teaspoon of garlic, just for a little extra flavor. We're just going to heat up a small-ish frying pan, and we're going to add in about 1 tablespoon of like a neutral oil. We're just going to add in our TVP bacon crumbles right into that sizzling hot pan. Then we're just going to keep the heat at about medium high. We're going to saute the TVP for about 7 to 8 minutes, just until, like I said, the moisture is mostly absorbed and it has started to brown a little bit. We're just going to chop up our broccoli and cauliflower into small florets, dice up your onion and mushrooms and garlic, and that's pretty much it. All right, chopped assorted vegetables, check. Nicely browned TVP bacon bits, check. Now we can go ahead and start assembling our casserole. Ooh, we're gonna take our quinoa, add that in first, followed by all of our chopped veggies, and of course the onion and garlic. And finally, we're gonna add in some spices. We've got some smoked paprika, salt and pepper, and that's literally it. Now you can just kind of give all of the veggies in the quinoa a quick toss. Then we're just gonna pour over 3 cups of hot veggie broth. Just give it one more good mix. And then finally, we're going to add in our layer of TVP bacon bits right over top. Okay, now we're just gonna put some foil on top. And then we're just gonna bake her in the oven for 45 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We have 1.5 cups of raw cashews here. We're going to pour over 3 to 4 cups of boiling hot water and let these cashews soak for about 20 to 25 minutes. You're gonna need a high-speed blender. I've just got my Vitamix. Go ahead, add those cashews right into the blender. We've got some nutritional yeast. Gonna add the juice of half of a small-ish lemon just for a little bit of that cheesy tang. Plus we've got a few spices. We've got some onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, plus some turmeric. I love adding a little bit of heat, smoky spiciness to my cheese sauces. So I'm gonna add 1 chili pepper in adobo. And then just to help it all blend, we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of water. And now all we gotta do is blend. Okay guys, it is 45 minutes in the future. Let's see how things are looking. Woo! Steam, don't burn yourself. Smoking. We're gonna take this cheese sauce that we just whipped up in our blender, and we are going to pour it over in a nice kind of thin-ish layer. Sprinkle in whatever fashion you like. Is this one of my best casseroles I've ever made? Yeah, this is absolutely legit. Make this. This is unreal. Perfect for meal prep. You may not know this about me, but Thai cuisine is definitely my favorite of all the cuisines to make. It's so vegan friendly, and it's, oh my God, so good. Literally, you got stir fries and noodle dishes and rice dishes and curries and everything. And man, oh man, one of my favorite Thai meals that I make all the time is this yellow Thai curry, packed with veggies, packed with tofu and protein. It's so easy to make. In fact, I love this recipe so much, I even transformed it into a dump and bake Thai noodle casserole, which you can check out if you want. And hey, if you love Thai food as much as I do, I even have a whole vegan Thai food meal prep here and also on my blog that you can check out. Without further ado, let's get into my absolute favorite Thai recipe that I make on the regular. So the first step for this recipe is we're going to cut up our extra firm block of tofu into cubes, and we're gonna air fry it. We're gonna add about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Add in those 2 tablespoons of yellow curry paste. Now we're gonna take our can of full fat coconut milk and we're just gonna pour in about half of the can. And then we're just going to stir it all together. Beautiful. Now you can go ahead, add in the rest of the coconut milk. Then you can add in our peanut butter. You can either use 1 tablespoon of peanut butter or 2.5 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, which is what I'm using here. Plus 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar for sweetness, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You could use gluten-free soy sauce or tamari. Okay, now we can pretty much add in all of our veggies. So we're gonna do our green pepper, our red pepper, the white parts of our green onions, plus our garlic, plus our 2 cups of green beans. Now we can't forget one of my absolute favorite ingredients, which are these kaffir lime leaves. So now we can add in our cooked air fried tofu and about half of our large handful of chopped Thai basil. The juice of half a lime. You guys, this smells like I am literally in a Thai restaurant. I am shooketh. Ugh. Y'all, is that not a sexy looking curry? Dare I say, steamy? I get asked a lot what kind of supplements and multivitamins I take on a plant-based diet, and so I just wanted to show you guys the things that I actually take every single day to keep me healthy. I use products from Complement, and they create plant-based products for plant-based people, which is pretty cool. I use their multivitamin, which is called their essentials. It has literally everything you need on a plant-based diet, including some of the harder to get nutrients like B12 and D3 and selenium. I take 3 a day and I just know that I'm covered nutritionally. I got my nutritional T's crossed and I's dotted. Plus it tastes good. It tastes like peppermint, which is kind of nice. Secondly, I use their For Her Women supplement. It's got a few extra nutrients in it that women need more of, and this has honestly been game-changing in regulating my menstrual cycles. They've been all over the place my whole life, but over the last year of taking this, I'm not even kidding you, I have like actually regular cycles. It's crazy. Lastly, I take creatine. Yes, I do. This is my brand new bag. This is my old bag, which is not as pretty because it's been well used and it's almost empty. But creatine is honestly so good for anyone, not just for bodybuilders, but it is great if you want to build some lean muscle. Over the last year of taking this, I have built about 3 pounds of lean muscle, and Brad has gained 12 pounds of muscle, which is wild. Not only does it help with muscle growth, but it helps with energy, brain health, reproductive health, all sorts of great benefits. So if you are looking to stock up on some healthy plant-based nutrients and supplements, definitely check out Complement. I've got an awesome discount code for you guys below. Save you guys some money on your next New Year supplements haul. All right, next up, number 3, it's my vegan ginger beef. Yeah, you can make ginger beef totally plant-based, and dang, it is absolutely delicious. Not to mention, it takes less than 20 minutes and it has like 30 grams of protein per serving. It's one of those meals that's like perfect if you're craving like Chinese takeout, but you don't want to eat something unhealthy, and you also don't want to spend much time in the kitchen. This is one of my go-tos, and you should definitely learn how to make it. Now I'm gonna show you. All we're gonna do is we're gonna take a cup of this stuff, just level it off, and we're going to pour it into a bowl, and then we're going to add a cup or 2 of hot water right over top of it so we can rehydrate. Now we're gonna make the most of this 10 minutes of soaking time, so grab yourself a little bowl. For our sauce, we're gonna add 2.5 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce or tamari if you're gluten-free, 1.5 tablespoons of rice vinegar for a little bit of tang, 1.5 tablespoons of tahini, plus 1.5 tablespoons of maple syrup, plus half a tablespoon of a dark soy sauce. We're just going to grate about 1 to 2 tablespoons of ginger into the sauce. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. All right, once the oil is hot, we're just going to add the TVP. We're gonna add in our chopped broccoli. Give it a quick little stir. Take that epic sauce. We're just going to pour it right on over everything, baby. And now finally, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seeds, add them in, give them a quick stir, and this is done. If you are new to eating plant-based or you love cooking plant-based and you're just looking for some more recipes, make sure you subscribe below, you guys, because I post healthy, high-protein, plant-based, gluten-free, delicious, life-changing recipes here on the channel all the time, twice a week, in fact, and I would love for you to join the community. Hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on the videos that drop twice a week here. I have over 800 recipes, so whatever you're looking for, I've probably got it. We have a lot of fun here, and I would just love to help you live your most delicious plant-based life. So there you go. Subscribe below and let's continue on with our countdown. All right, people, we are approaching the finish line. Here we go with number 2. It's my 20-minute tofu noodle bowl. And oh, you guys, this has become old reliable in our household. It's something that Brad and I crave and make all the time. It's got 40 grams of protein per serving in it, which makes it a really great post-workout recovery meal, especially if you do weight training or you're really athletic. It's something that really helps to support muscle growth and recovery, but not just that, it's just wildly delicious. Seriously, the sauce, the tofu crumbles, it's noodly and slurpy, and oh, it's just like, seriously, it's life, and you need to learn how to make it. Plus, again, it only takes 20 minutes. So even if you're feeling lazy, it's something you can make when you're just craving a good meal, but you don't have a lot of energy. So what I have here is a block and about a half of extra firm tofu. We're just going to literally crumble these blocks of tofu into a hot skillet. We're gonna season it really nicely. And these seasonings are very simple. Now, I only have PB Fit, which is powdered peanut butter, so I'm just gonna whip that up into a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Then into a bowl or a jar, we're gonna just add the peanut butter, the tahini, just about 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lime juice. We're gonna add a tablespoon of soy sauce or tamari if you're gluten-free, about a tablespoon of red chili flakes, and then we're just gonna give it all a good whiskey until it is well emulsified. We're going to take the white and light green parts, or basically the bottom parts of our bok choy, and we're just gonna add it right in with the noodles and let them cook with the noodles just for about 3 minutes. And then we're just gonna blanch the top parts of the bok choy. And then we're just gonna take our sauce and pour it over. And finally, we're gonna add in all of our lovely, well-seasoned, golden tofu crumbles. Look at that, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Nudes, comfort, culinary hug. Are you guys ready for my number 1 recipe? I don't think you are. I don't think they're ready. Okay, fine. I'll give it to you guys. I'll give it to you because it is so good and it would just be wrong of me to withhold from you my favorite recipe that I have made this year. It is none other than my vegan sausages, baby. Oh yes, they are the best vegan sausages I have ever tasted. They're even better than any store-bought one, a plant-based store-bought vegan sausage, honestly. And they have 26 grams of protein per sausage, which is crazy. The highest ones that I have found in stores are like 19 grams of protein, so it's a heavy hitter. I'm patting myself on the back, I'm tooting my own horn because this one really is number 1. It's top shelf. It is so unbelievably delicious. It's savory, it's sweet, crispy on the outside, and soft and chewy and meaty on the inside. I crave it all the time, and they're really easy to make. We're gonna take our block of extra firm tofu, which is really nice and firm and crumbles well, and we're gonna take that and we're gonna crumble it into a large mixing bowl. And then we have a nice little apple here. We're gonna peel it, and we're just going to chop it into small pieces. A tablespoon of ketchup and 1 teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. We've got a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, a teaspoon of sage, paprika, smoked paprika, garlic, onion powder, and a teaspoon of salt. And give it a good healthy few grinds of some black pepper. Now just give everything a good toss to combine in all those flavors. And we're just gonna simply transfer all those crumbles right on top. So grab yourself another little mixing bowl. We've got a 1/4 cup of TVP and a 1/4 cup of mung bean protein powder and 2 tablespoons of cornmeal. Into the bowl. Italian seasoning, onion and garlic powder, some red chili flakes, and chili powder for a little kick, a little spice, a little kiss of heat. Red wine vinegar and balsamic vinegar. Give it a first little stir, and you might want to add some water if you find that things are like really dry and clumpy. Yoink. Okay, now you're just going to fold in the tofu. Now we're just gonna let our meat wad just rest on the counter or in the fridge for about 20 minutes. We are going to be making sausage casings out of rice paper. What you're gonna need to do is fill up a plate, a little shallow plate, with some warm water. You're just gonna add a little splash of soy sauce to the water and a little splash of balsamic vinegar. This is just gonna add a little bit of extra depth of flavor. Then we're gonna take our piece of rice paper and we're just going to dunk it into the water and then just place it down on a cutting board and then quickly form it into kind of a log-like structure. And then we're just going to take one end, roll it over, and roll. And then we're going to take the ends and just kind of pinch and twist, kind of tuck underneath. And we're just going to cook them for about 4 to 6 minutes, turning them so that we cook all of the sides. If you guys loved this video, make sure you guys subscribe to Steamy Vegan below so that you don't miss out on future videos from this series that will be hitting the channel over the next several weeks. Yeah, I'll be sharing more of my top recipes that I think will help you master plant-based cooking. I've got my top tofu recipes, how to cook with lentils, my go-to healthy breakfasts, and more. In fact, some of those videos might already be here by the time you watch this video, so check them out, like this video, hit that notifications bell, and I will be sure to see you in another video real soon. Ta-ta!